Yo, what's going on, my brothers and sisters, them? Myself, Mutz, we back in the building. Mutss Unedited. We down here again at Blaine's Barbershop. You know what it is, man. You get me? Shout out everyone that's been locking in. Big shouts to Bulk, Bedford artist, last week. I believe it was the week before. I don't know. I'm terrible with times. But big up Bulk, man. That was a really good episode, a productive talk. And yeah, man. You get me? Thanks to him for coming down, and shouts to everyone locking in, because I feel like the episode was all right. We got some good feedback, and that's what it's about, man. But yeah, listen, today, obviously, I can't lie to you, we were supposed to have a guest. There was a guest locked in, but all of these illnesses going around, I think man got cold or something. But yeah, I don't even want to say who he is. You'll find out who he is when he's feeling better. But yeah, man, let's move on to today's episode anyway, yeah. Obviously, the guest fell out, so it was like, boom, what should we do? I had an episode written out anyway, so I thought, you know what, let me just do one by myself, because it's been a while since I've just spoke to you like this. We've had a couple episodes, but yeah, listen, there's enough things to touch on. We're going to touch on a few things. We're going to run through the football quickly. We're going to touch on a little bit of music, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. And definitely got a bit of boxing. We've always got a bit of boxing in this Mutss Unedited, you know what it is. But let's get into it, man. Blaine, what are you saying? Feeling good?
Always.
What are you feeling about this? You know where we should start? Fuck it. Darwin Nunez to Liverpool, to the mighty Liverpool, man like Darwin Nunez has just signed. I think it's just been official within the last few hours. Do you know why this one's good for me, personally? Because I'll be real, I'm not going to chat shit like a lot of these people and say Darwin Nunez is now the future of football and blah, blah, blah. Listen, I don't know, because before this whole deal come about, I never really knew about him too much. I know that he's been doing bits in the Champions League and whatever.
I don't know him, but he looked tall and I wanted him for United.
And that's why, that point there, that's why I'm happy. Because when you snatch a player like that from, you get me, like I know United had their eyes on him. And when he's, you get me, given listen, through history, through my childhood anyway, if it was ever a choice for a big player, United, Liverpool, more time they were going over there. But now this shows that the tide's turning, because a man like Nunez, you probably could still offer him more money than us, but he said, nah, man, you get me, I want to be with the champions then. So,
I don't know if you expected more from me, mate.
listen, it is what it is, man. But yeah, Darwin Nunez, listen, supposedly it's 85 million, roughly, around about 85 million. I was a bit shocked at the price tag. Yeah, I thought, okay, that's more on the deep end, 85 million, but for a player that I don't even know nothing about, really. But, because when you come to the Premier League, it's a whole different kettle of fish, isn't it? You get me? But, in my head, here's how it plays out. This is why I'm not too worried,
He's
yeah.
strong, man.
He's strong, but Klopp always has a plan. Klopp never just randomly buys players. Like, you see how United through the years, let's just buy a star. And there's no plan for them. And you see it, and this is what happened. So I feel like he bought him with a plan in mind, and we're going to have to see what happens, man. You get me? Mane gone. You get me? Luis Diaz is now stepping up. So, boy, is this just another, you get me? Listen.
Nunez, Salah and Diaz up top.
That's a problem, man. That's a problem, I can't lie. But let's see, innit? Let's see what happens. Obviously, moving on top of that, the biggest signing, obviously, so far this season of this transfer window has been Haaland, obviously, moving over to City. That's a big one, I can't lie. But here's my thing, yeah? It's only a big one if he bangs the next season. Like, someone of Haaland's stature, yeah, you're thinking, with the hype around his name and all of this, like, bro, he's coming to the Premier League, hardest league in the world. Genuinely, honestly, could you see him competing for the Golden Boot?
From not the first season. Second season, I think he'll start smashing it. I think the first season will be them doing that. The whole team will be based around him, bro.
Yeah. It's one of them ones where, listen, if everyone's thinking that's it.
The same way you think that Klopp's got a plan for Nunez. You know what I mean? Let's not be fooled that.
But listen, for what? Hold up. What did they paid 60? I think approximately 63 million. That's a fucking bargain, bro. I'd expect anyone to go in.
Hit matey for 85.
Yeah. And Haaland is supposed to be the next footballing god, bruv. So it's like, you see what I mean? But listen, anyone would have gone in for him at that price. Let's be real, yeah. any of the big teams anyway, man. But yeah, look, he's now ended up at City. Let's just wait and see what happens, because we've seen it happen before. Man can come to the Premier League with a big name from elsewhere, but just come over here and it might be a whole different story for you, my bro. Like, you just see what I'm saying, bro? Listen, these certain teams won't lie down, bro. When if Haaland thinks he's gonna run through, I don't know, a Newcastle or next season or Southampton, he's gonna find out that our league, your Villas will slap you over.
First season.
Yeah, he's gonna. You see, we've got to see what happens, man. But for me, they're so far the biggest two biggest signings of the season.
I think they're the only ones worth mentioning,
They really are, to be honest. I saw onto the next one. We'll talk about it quickly. But Arsenal signed
Mark. Done deal.
His name's Marquinhos. He's 19 and he's a forward from Sao Paulo. Oh no, they haven't signed him. No. Again, all this speculation. People need to like. If you're watching these teams around you just snapping up players, man, just you lot need to just, you get me, put your money where your mouth is, man. If you really want success next season, and you've got, put it this way, the two biggest teams this season who had the most success, City and Liverpool, yeah, so far they've done the biggest dealings, and it's like, what does that say? And last season they were on fire. I know we're the only two teams have been battling the whole fucking, I don't know, 5, 10 years, I don't know how long it's been, but it's like other teams like Arsenal. Just stop dilly-dallying, man. I'm hearing like, oh, they're in for this person, and then it just becomes talk for fuck knows how long. But they've signed this guy.
Sure. I think United are probably at that point where they're clearing out, and then.
Yeah, I don't know. At this point,
they announced 11 players going.
At this point with United, I don't know what it is. I'm just watching it unfold, innit? But looking at Arsenal, I genuinely think that they need some more experience in that team, man. They've got a lot of youngsters, and this guy's 19 from Brazil or something, but he's 19. He might be good, but he's young. You need some more experience in that team. But listen, it is what it is. I ain't heard nothing more about Arsenal. Again, everything else I'm hearing is just hearsay, innit? But apparently they've definitely signed this guy. I don't know, because I'm getting that info from AFTV. So who knows? But listen, we've offloaded a few players as well. Talking about bringing some money in and that rather than spending, we've let go of a few players. Like Origi's gone to Milan. I'm not too sure if it's final yet, but it's about to go down. I think you just need to put pen to paper. I think that's done. And Minamino, man, bro, there's been bare interest in Minamino. Like, if anyone's been watching this season, if it wasn't for someone like Minamino, we wouldn't have got the Carabao and the FAs and FA Cups. And do you see what I'm saying? He was a key part in that, and that's what we were missing for the last few seasons, was depth. So I'm a bit pissed, yeah, that he's going, but I think he's good enough to be a first starter for another team. You know what I mean? And give it exactly that. My next point, given that there's a few clubs in for him, I think you know what, just go and get your money, man. You get me? He could be top scorer at Wolves or something. Apparently they're in for him. I'm hearing good numbers, but you have to wait and see what happens. You get me? But more time, I can't lie. I think. In football, that's all there really is. You know what it is? I was going to talk about United, yeah? And what they're...
It's waiting. When they start, maybe if they buy a couple of players, they start questioning where it's going to go.
You know what it is? Again, United, this is what they do as well.
They're at the right... This is like the stage where it's like, right...
Yeah, you know what they do, yeah? They talk a lot again, and they speculate about players, and then it becomes a big thing, and then it's like...
It's a big circus now.
Yeah.
With United, it's a big circus. You can't say, oh, they're going for it, because they go for it. According to the
bro,
fans,
I've been hearing talked about this Frankie de Jong for so long now, and it's like
Dumfries.
And I'm like, just get the deal done, then we'll talk about it. But other than that, you get me. I ain't got nothing to say about United. I'll be deadly honest, man. I want to see next season what Newcastle are gonna do. I want to see what Tottenham are gonna do, because Tottenham are listen, they're doing bits as well. So I want to see what these teams are all about. And if you listen, if you're United and Arsenal's, don't pull their finger out. It's gonna be a problem. Do you know what I mean? For them. Do you know what I mean?
Villa are moving mad at the moment.
Listen, you know, Villa, anywhere Stevie G is, you get me, that's where the LFC fans are at, you get me, and I can't lie, I'm a big fan of Villa now. Since he's moved there, I think, you get me, last season was a good season for them. It was a decent season. It wasn't outstanding, but it wasn't poor. It was good. He come here. Bro, he's bringing in big players, man, and good players, and you get locking down Coutinho's and that, bro, you get me? So... I'm just pissed at what happened the last fucking game of the season, bro, when they played City. It's like they could have handed us the title, man. Imagine that in the headlines.
He won his first
You know what I'm saying? Imagine that, bro. Imagine that. But yeah, apart from that, ain't really a lot. Like I was saying, I want to see what happens at Newcastle. Let's see how they spend and let's see their come up, innit? We've seen it with other teams. Let's see what happens. But yeah, apart from that, oh yeah, last thing, Burnley. Burnley have just assigned a new manager. None other than that big head. Man like Vincent Company, bruv.
I saw a video.
What do you think of that?
That dressing room video of him shouting at them and the players.
Was it inspiring?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope he does well. I like it when players do well.
Probably played better second half.
Them ones. He's a scary guy, man. So let's see what happens, innit? Hopefully he pulls them out the mud. But yeah, man. I think that's enough on football for this week. Let's just move on to a little bit of boxing. I want to touch on a bit of boxing quickly. Again, there's not mad shit happening, but Chisora Pulev, Kubrat Pulev and Derek Chisora, that's going to be a fight. If you like to see an all-out slugfest, I think that's going to be one.
First 5?
Yeah. I hope Chisora takes him out of here, man.
First 5?
I'll be real, yeah. Because,
I see Pulev winning.
do you think? I hope Chisora gets him out of there. I hope he does. But listen, Chisora gasses as well, but I think we'll have to wait and see what happens. Yeah.
Josh,
They're kind of the same.
Hammering him, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're kind of the same, where they can both eat punches and they're both sluggers and they're both kind of the same shape and size and everything. Yeah. So, but I watched the press conference and it was kind of entertaining. They made a little bet on the side. I don't know what the bet is, but it's definitely something to do with some money and shit. So let's see what happens, man. Apart from that, a fight that I did watch, Devin Haney and George Kambosos. That went down in Australia. Bro, Devin Haney, you have to tip your hat to him and say, listen, the brother is a problem.
Haney's jab.
Bro, he was very Mayweather-like. His movement was perfect. He was just letting go at the perfect time. He was making my man miss and he was making him look silly. He was punching him around the ring. That jab was just perfect. Like, everything he done in that fight was textbook. It went by the book, bro, and he went to the plan and it worked.
One of them performances of your career, you know?
Literally.
I don't know if it was sort of UFC, the Cody Garbrandt fight against Dominic Cruz. I just hope it's not like a case of that where it's like he shows us the best of him and
yeah.
We're not going to see anything.
Nah, do you know what I think he's getting into? I think he's now getting into his groove. Before I was watching him, and what it was is I'm looking at the others around him who were coming up, and I was like, I don't know. For example, your Tank, Javante Davis, and you're looking at I don't know, your Crawfords or your these people are problems, yeah. But I never looked at Haney like a problem. But I think that fight defined his style for me. You get me? I said, okay, this is what he's able to do. He might not have crazy power like Davis in that one hand like Javante has, but listen, he boxed a brilliant game plan, and that's what boxing's about. And he got the win in Australia, my man's backyard. After all the smack my man was talking, Kambosos was talking shit for a long time. I can't lie. I went from liking Kambosos when he won against Teofimo to not really liking him against Haney, man. I said, just humble yourself a bit, bro. Especially when you got in the ring and you got beaten up like that. But they're gonna rematch, and I think Haney will do it again. I'm being honest. I don't think it's gonna be any different. Apart from that, I don't like the stadium fights. You know they had the fight in the stadium in Australia. I don't like the feel of it. It's too open. Yeah.
You don't get the feel of the atmosphere.
Nah, man. Do you know what I mean?
Wembley you do.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Wembley
But
you do.
these other ones, I didn't like that one too much. But the fight itself was good. So listen.
One where like there's like a track maybe a bit.
Yeah, it was just like everyone was kind of spaced out in little sections, and it was. I just wasn't a fan, man. The stadium wasn't the best, but it is what it is. They sold tickets, and
Like a furnace, isn't it?
Haney got the win, and now Haney's holding all them belts, bro. Haney's a problem, man. Big up Haney. And apart from that, in the boxing world, there's not a lot. One other thing that I want to touch on quickly before I move on is Daniel Dubois. He fought in Miami.
That looked like it was in a leisure centre, mate.
Yeah, I think that was a Don King card, and it's mad that he's still alive and still.
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, no, he's walking around, cuz.
It looked like someone had melted Don King. How I remember Don King.
Don King looked like he got electrified, cuz he looks like he put his finger in the socket.
Of Don King.
Yeah, bro. I think it was one of his fights, his promotions, or whatever. But the setup wasn't what we're used to. It did look like a fucking community centre fight. But End of the day, Dubois went over there, I think it was in Miami, and he got the win. Man just knocked him out, knocked the guy out, fair play, got him out of there. But you know what, Dubois, you know what I've been seeing since? I don't know if you've been seeing it. Since then, Dubois has just been talking away about Anthony Joshua, like he wants to fight Joshua and he's onto him. And I don't know, I think this puts him close in the rankings and all that type of stuff.
He got slapped by Joyce, man.
Yeah, but Joyce is a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, listen,
About...
I like Dubois, man. I like him. I like it. But look, we have to wait and see what happens anyway with him. But listen, after that fight, I know that puts him onto bigger things. So let's see what happens, innit? You know what I mean? But apart from that, let's move on to a bit of music. Do you know what? I'm not even going to sit here and talk about any tracks. There's loads of sick tracks out there that man is banging at the moment. I won't start mentioning them, but I wanted to touch on this one thing that I see the other day. I was on Instagram just scrolling and then I started seeing a few people posting it, yeah? And I was like, you know what, let me see this. What's this? And it was that Mike GLC about talking about, did you see that, innit? Mike GLC, bro. Mike GLC's on to Link Up TV, you know. Hey, Link Up, he's on to you, fam. Like, he was different. He was just going off. It was like some kind of exposing where man was just telling, like, I don't know, him and Rashid, I think they had a falling out or something. And Rashid, the guy from Link Up, I think, I don't know. But he's saying that Rashid didn't fulfill whatever. Something to do with the music and Link Up TV now, yeah. They've apparently been making money from all the artists on the channel. I don't know how this works.
So Benny Banks called this out a little while ago, didn't he?
Well, then this just further proves it then. I remember Benny called it out. Yeah. I think they owed him money or something and then they ended up running it. Yeah, I think they ended up paying him in the end, I think. Yeah. But yeah, like, I'm seeing it. I big up Benny Banks still. I think, I'm not too sure, but I think Mike Rice has mentioned this, but there's a few artists anyway, yeah, who are saying this, but the way, if you go onto Mike GLC's Instagram, you're going to see this post. I want you to sit there and just take it in and you understand more. There's quite a few posts that he's put up since. But yeah, man, he's got the whole legal thing on it and that, like, they've been making money. I think they've, like, I don't know about licensing music and all this stuff to some next company, but his music without his authority, I don't know. But it's all mad. But do you know what my perspective is would you expect anything less from, do you see what I'm saying? I wouldn't, like, I don't even know GRM and Link Up, but I will still tell you that
it's a shitty business.
If they can step on you, they're going to step on you. That's the whole thing in the music business. Furthermore, sometimes that's just the case in life. Like, motherfuckers will step all over you if they can. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't mean people shouldn't get smoked for it. I'm just saying. I'm not condoning no smoking, but you get me. If someone violates it, you get me, then whoever gets violated can take it however they want. But yeah, that's a bit of a violation still, but I would expect nothing less personally. You see what I'm saying? From all of these platforms and all of these things, leeches, man. Listen, I ain't sending for no platforms. I'm just saying, innit? You know what I mean? But this is what the game is like. So what I'm trying to say to you, if you are listening to me, just don't fucking trust anyone, man. Don't trust anyone. Do you know what? Furthermore, when man does you wrong now, like, should it even shock you? Like, should it even be a fit? You see what I'm saying? Like, that, I don't know. That's how much man, they will step all over you if you let them in it. But I think it's a mad situation. I don't know how this whole thing's gonna end up, but yeah, I mean, Mike's talking mad. Mike's like, yo, I'm gonna get you shut down and all them thing there. I mean, I know Link Up haven't been, they're not lead.
It's almost popped out of nowhere since N-Dubs done like.
Oh yeah, N-Dubs are back together.
Yeah, it's like it's popped out of nowhere, like, fucking Chalice raised me money, she got me fucking done it, remember that?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, no one's heard of Mike GLC for ages, bro. It just so happens when N-Dubs do a reunion. Nah,
listen, I rate Mike, man, come on, man. Mike seems like good people, man, like, you get me? But I don't know the situation, I'm just saying, I'm just speaking on whatever man's seeing and hearing, innit? And obviously this whole thing, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, if you have got bare views on Link Up and they haven't paid you some bread, go and get them to run your money, man. You get me? Tell them run my peas, man. You get me? But yeah, man, I think apart from that, on the music side, there ain't really a lot more to talk about this week, man. You know what I mean? Actually, what I wanted to talk about quickly, R.I.P. Sidhu moosewala, man. Moosewala, the bad man, bro. Like, bro, I can't believe how they killed my man.
Yeah, that was wild.
Horrible, man. But that's what the game is now, man. You motherfuckers will step all over you again. You see what I'm saying? Someone like that, bro. Like, rest in peace, man. Sidhu, you get me? And yeah, man.
Man of the people.
Yeah, man of the people, man. Hey, listen, and on another note, on a higher note, Shout out Rax, Luton Town and that. Come on, big up Rax, man, because I see the HB thing, fire.
Wax is cold, bro.
Brother, I can't lie. He's just every track's hitting, innit? I see the HB thing and I was like, you know what?
Everyone.
And the consistency is key. Consistency is key. I
Actually
like what I'm seeing. I like the work. Keep on pushing, my bro. You get me? Come on. But apart from that, listen, I think we should just wrap it up for this week. There's not. I've touched on football, music, just a little. Yeah, man. But listen, next week we've got a couple guests locked in, so we'll be back down here with a special guest for you lot. Just keep locking in. I beg you, keep subscribing, keep commenting, keep liking, keep sharing, all of them good things. Yeah, man, get at me. Mutts, you get me? Mutss Unedited on the Instagram. Hit me up. Make sure you subscribe. Love and peace, my people. We out.